Hey guys, today in this video, I'm going to tell you Squarespace and its tutorial for beginners. So without much ado, let's get straight to the video. If you want to build your own website, whether it's for a personal website, a portfolio website, or your business, this is where you should start. No coding skills or advanced knowledge required. This is a beginner-friendly tutorial for the first-time website builders. So this is what basically Squarespace is. So moving forward, the first part that you need to do is to set up the process, getting the setup process done. So in that, the first thing that you need to do is you have to choose a template because templates are very important. You need a template in almost every website building software, which are easy and which are not for website builders like the coders, those who code a website. If you are not a person who belongs from the software industry or computer science industry, or you don't know how to code, I'm talking about those websites. They offer us a template and we have to select it and we have to work on that. The other thing that you need to do is you have to create an account because it's very important and it's very obvious. The third thing that you need to do is you have to intro Squarespace editor. It's more like introduction to Squarespace editor. I'll come back to this later on. You're going to know about it much more later when we talk about designing the website, because editor is used in the designing of the website. Even though we have a template, but obviously we'll need some other things that we'll need to edit, like the font and images, etc., etc. So the fourth thing that you need to do is you have to change the subdomain. Moving on, the second part that you need to do after you started with the setup, you have to start with building the pages. Now this is the part 2. And in this part 2, the first thing that you need to do is you have to start building pages. You know that a website consists of a lot of pages. It's not just one page. There are many pages and they are like compiled together. So you see the main page or the home page, then you scroll around different pages. So you have to start with building the pages. Then you have to set the home page and then you have to add sections. You have to divide the pages into different sections, and then you have to add the gallery sections as well, which are equally important because pictures and videos have many aesthetical or non-verbal benefits to clients. So that's why your website should always have gallery in the form of still pictures or dynamic pictures or videos. Moving forward, now if you talk about the part 3, which is designing the website, in that part 3, you have to do 2 things. The first thing that you have to do is you have to edit the colors. Now, colors are very important, and adding bright or vivid color attracts, the visionary senses of a client, or of a visitor of your website. So you have to edit the colors and edit the fonts as well. Moving on, if I talk about part 4, the header, footer, and social links. So in this part, you have to edit the header. Header is situated actually at the top of a website or at the top of a document, and then you have to edit the footer. Footer is usually where, the frequently answered questions are. There's a hyperlink FAQ. You have seen it on several websites, or there are some other things like contact us, about us. And in the footer, usually you see the social media handles or contact information, etc., etc. And changing social links, you have to add social media links as well. They can be added in the header or somewhere in the middle of the page, or you might allot a new section for social media links as well. Moving forward, the 5th part, columns, blocks, links, and image animations. So the first thing in this is phone and email links, which is very important because your website needs to have your phone and email links. The second thing is image animation, which I told you before is very helpful in garnering the visionary senses of your client. Part 6 is the final touches. So once when you're done with everything, you have to do some final touches, which includes SEO. SEO actually is search engine optimization. So you have to make your content, you have to do SEO of your content. So a good content with a lot of SEO and with a very good SEO, if I talk basically, a good content with a good SEO means your website is going to be ranked. And where it is ranked depend on the SEO, search engine optimization, search engine. That means a good website with a good SEO will be ranked at a much more better position on search engines like Google. Next thing that you have to do is you have to purchase hosting, because hosting is obviously important. You can't run a website without a hosting service. And the final thing is the domain. So once when you buy the domain, you're good to go. You'll have to pay for the domain as well, but it's obvious. I don't need to tell it. So this was it. This was all you need to do if you want to build your website at Squarespace. So I hope this video is informative. Do like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.